Bitcoin just broke under $110,000, erasing billions in open interest and dragging sentiment into full-blown FUD. But history says this kind of September weakness might be the exact setup for Uptober and a run towards $160,000. Welcome to the Daily Blockhead, where I cover daily crypto news, trending coins, market shifts, and the global events shaping today's crypto. Now, let's jump right into it. Over the weekend, Bitcoin led a broader market sell-off, dipping around 4% after the release of a weak U.S. jobless claims data raised hopes for another Fed rate cut. That macro shock rippled into crypto, cooling momentum and rattling sentiment. After a week-long pause, Bitcoin couldn't hold 115K to kick off a fresh leg into price discovery. The 2.17 intraday pullback dragged it to near a 2-week low, with the market showing clear signs of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Moreover, Bitcoin's open interest dropped over $3 billion in just 3 days, trimming September's ROI to 4.38%. For a market that was just weeks ago flirting with new highs, this kind of sudden fear is unwelcomed news. When open interest drops sharply in just a few days, it usually signals traders are closing positions, stepping to the sidelines, or simply getting shaken out. This isn't just market noise, it is confidence breaking. While seasoned crypto investors are used to this kind of drastic change in the market, it doesn't help in maintaining confidence with retail investors. This kind of tree shaking drives out weak hands, only to set up a new foundation for the market to spring back for October. Historically speaking, September tends to bleed, averaging a negative 3.14%, making it Bitcoin's historically weakest month. On top of all of this, we are seeing fears of a US government shutdown, which is dampening market sentiment, thus triggering another round of liquidations. October flips the script with average gains of over 21%, while Q4 delivers a cumulative average over 85% since 2013. This pattern, known as the Uptober effect, has delivered nearly 50% gains in the past 2 cycles. So twice over the past 12 years, we have had down markets in October, leading me to question why. Was it government shutdown related, or was it something else? October 2018, Bitcoin's price decline was part of a broader market crash that saw cryptocurrencies lose significant value after reaching all-time highs earlier that year. And in 2014, Bitcoin's price fell due to regulatory crackdowns in China and the collapse of Mt. Gox exchange, which raised concerns about security and trust in the cryptocurrency market. So what does this say for this year, and are we going to see gains in October? The net realized profit loss hasn't flipped red, even with Bitcoin trading 11.3% below its 124,000 all-time high. Underwater holders are holding strong, showing conviction for the next leg up. Meanwhile, realized profits compressed, showing in-the-money holders avoided taking gains. So where does that leave us? On the one hand, the short-term picture looks shaky. September is living up to its reputation as Bitcoin's weakest month, and outside fears like a potential US government shutdown are adding pressure. But if we zoom out, the story changes. History tells us October is when sentiment flips, and Q4 has a track record for delivering massive gains. On-chain data shows holders aren't panicking. They're sitting tight, even with Bitcoin still 11% off its all-time high. That conviction matters, because it's often conviction that fuels the next leg higher. Of course, nothing in crypto is guaranteed. We've seen October fail before. Black swan events do happen, and macro shocks can always flip the script. But if this pattern holds, the dip we just saw could look less like an end of a rally and more like a classic setup for the next leg higher, where Bitcoin tests and maybe even breaks into new all-time highs. So what do you think? Are Bitcoin and the altcoin markets laying the foundation for a bigger move? Or are we heading into a deeper downtrend going into next year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. It's one of the easiest ways to support the channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for daily crypto updates. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.